Hi, this is Brent with another chart breakdown video for trade therapy. It is Wednesday, November 20th. We are looking at SQ square or block. But block was one of the individual charts that we included in our top-down analysis for ARKK. It's one of Kathy's largest holdings. This is a long-term weekly view of it. You can see a beautiful accumulation structure here with a bunch of Wyckoff labels on here. We label these and we track these because that gives us a very solid validation of our analysis, but also gives us indications of where it's at in its accumulation process. We can see that block is very late in its accumulation structure here. It has gone through the process of retaking this weekly moving average cluster here, retaking it, and then backing up and supporting it. So if you look at it closely, you can see that it rejected it here, it rejected it here, it rejected it there, it finally retook it, and then backed up and back tested it for support. And so this area should provide support for it moving forward. We're looking for this same process that took place here. We're looking for that process to take place right here. So whenever you see, whenever you're looking for something right here, if it follows through perfectly, that's a good time to take a trade. We've written about and mentioned in our trade therapy content about conviction trades and what you're looking for. You're looking for something to perfectly match what your analysis is, where it makes sense for the stage that this is in. If we see it come up and backtest support on this 200 weekly exponential moving average, it would be perfectly logical for square for block to move up and get up to these higher Fibonacci levels and start its markup campaign. So if you're watching these videos and you're uh, trying to follow all of these and trying to learn about trade therapy analysis and how we go about doing this, just by watching these videos, a word of caution. This takes there's a lot of detail that we cover very quickly in these videos. If you need to read the content, you need to read through it, you need to study it, you need to read it every week, you need to be kind of immersed in it to pick up some of the nuances that are critically important in practicing this kind of analysis. So if you're just watching the videos and not subscribing to the service, good luck. Here's a chart that we presented previously on Square when we spotlighted PayPal. This was part of the top-down analysis on PayPal. You can see that we were watching this liquidity grab beyond just this low right here and this low right here. We talk a lot in trade therapy content about backtesting and about liquidity and why institutions are constantly backtesting like this. You can see in August that we thought this was a good opportunity because it had cleared the liquidity from the previous two local lows. If we go to, this is November 14th, this is our chart from last week. You can see that here is that extension of that liquidity grab. It came down a little bit lower, but it did bounce from there, and you see this nice structure coming up here. We talked about the process that it just went through at the moving average here. We're looking for the same sort of process to play out at the 200 weekly exponential moving average here. If I jump over to our live chart, this is what it looks like currently today, Wednesday, November 20th. Accumulation, markup, reaccumulation, markup, distribution, markdown, redistribution, accumulation. So we're expecting this leg of the markup campaign right here. So it should extend up, get up to all-time highs, most likely going to reaccumulate around in here somewhere, and then continue its markup campaign out of this. Square is one of our favorite charts for this cycle. It has the 1, 2, 3, a three-wave price cycle setup, three-wave price cycle chart. Very bullish outlook on Square. We're looking for this backtest of this 200 weekly exponential moving average, this blue moving average right here. If we get that right here, we expect it to very quickly get through the 0.5 and get up into this 0.61813 at 134 39. Again, if you're just watching these videos and you're not subscribing to our content, it's gonna take a while, and you may not get there. You honestly need to be reading the content, need to be studying up on this stuff to get the most out of these recordings. I hope that was helpful for all of you that I read last week's spotlight on ARKK. Very bullish on ARKK. It should be a good year for Kathy next year, and hope this video was helpful.